Hello and welcome to PN News. My name is Jip Ng. Top story making headline today. Pasir Ris 8 new launch condo had achieved more than 85% sold status on the first day of the launch. The PSF had hit more than $2,000, and this is the best performance among all the new launches in 2021. Why Pasir Ris 8 are able to attract so many buyers despite the developer had increased the price a few times during the booking day. Today we are here to discuss about why this project are able to attract so many buyers on the first day of the launch.
This is Pasir Ris 8 Artist Impression. So you can see this particular project is very near to Pasir Ris MRT station. Yeah, so on the first day of the launch, Pasir Ris 8 sold more than 85% on the launch day, right? And they have achieved more than $2,000 per square foot on certain units. Yeah, so to be exact, we are 88.3% sold on the second day. This particular chart was drawn out on Sunday. The launch happened on Saturday, right? So it's already 88.3% sold. Make Pasir Ris 8 the best performance new launch in 2021 on a single launch day result, right? But the question is, why so many buyers are attracted to this development? The developer has increased price during the booking day a few rounds, but that doesn't stop the buyer from committing a unit. What are the reasons that buyers are so confident about this project? Well, I have come out a few important factors that I think these are the things that are contributed to the successful launch of Pasir Ris 8. First of all, Pasir Ris 8 is an integrated development, meaning everything are all housed under one roof, right? You have your condo, you have your shopping mall, you have all the amenities, food courts, and you even have your child care, for example, right? Your bus interchange and the MRT line are all within the same complex. So buyers are willing to pay a premium for this kind of development to buy the conveniency of their everyday life, right? So that is the reason why this particular project can receive such a good response during the launch day, right? The second reason that I can think of is, if you look at Pasir Ris in the last 10 to 15 years, there are lack of any transformation, mega transformation happening in Pasir Ris, right? We don't see a lot of things changing in Pasir Ris in the last 10 to 15 years, but today Pasir Ris is going to transform, right? Under the master plan, you are able to see a lot of things upcoming. It's going to happen in Pasir Ris, so that actually make buyer feel confident about this investment, right? The third point that I can think of definitely will be the cross island MRT line, right? Pasir Ris is not a very big town. If you look at the HDB flat number of flats in this particular location, in fact you are 2.5 times lesser than Tampines town. But such a small town in Pasir Ris, by 2029, 2030, Pasir Ris residents will get another 4 more MRT stations into this planning area. So there's something very impressive, and because of that, buyer has more confidence in a way, right? And government start to put so many MRT stations in Pasir Ris, mainly it's because of the Changi East transformation. Is part of the reason, because this include our T5, Terminal 5, and aviation park, aviation industrial, that kind of thing, and it's going to link to Punggol Digital District as well on the extension line, right? So government will be able to create a lot of job opportunity in the eastern part. And when you invest a property at Pasir Ris, you are able to capture the very big tenant pool moving forwards once all the infrastructure has been completed, right? So this is another factor that pushes the buyer to put down the check for Pasir Ris 8, even though the pricing keep going up during the booking day, right? Last but not least, one of the very important factor that give buyer confidence is this, right? Recent land bid price. Recent land bid price actually give buyer a very good confidence, even though Pasir Ris 8 has hit $2,000 per square foot. But buyer understand in the upcoming launches next year, right, outside core central region, $2,000 will be a norm, right? So instead of waiting to buy $2,000, must well they pay now for a ITH. I think that's the kind of mentality that they have for this launch on the weekend, right? So if you talk about the recent land bid, let's look at what kind of pricing that developer has paid and how much you would expect them to launch 1 year later, right? So land bid actually started from Tanah Merah side. That was actually last year, 2020 October. Developer come in very aggressively. Many developers are trying to bid for this land, and eventually MCC paid a very high rate as compared to Tanah Merah standards, and eventually they have to sell this project at about $1,800 per square foot onwards. So this has actually made a history, a record, a benchmark in Tanah Merah, right? And we thought this already very high, but not long after that, this year in May, Ang Mo Kio land bid, right? The tender open out result was quite surprising because developer pay even much higher. Eventually they have to sell Ang Mo Kio site near Mayflower area. They might have to sell $1,900 to $2,000 or even more than $2,000 eventually, right, based on what they have paid for the land, right? And Ang Mo Kio, it's become history because recently only Lentor topped the Ang Mo Kio, even above the Ang Mo Kio price, right? So Lentor eventually developer have to sell more than $2,100 per square foot. So by looking at all this future launch, which is 1 year, 1.5 year later, a $2,000 per square foot, it will become a norm for a OCR project, new launch, right? So instead of like waiting 1 year, 1.5 year later to buy, buyers start to buy PR 8, which is Pasir Ris 8, because they like integrated development, right? So that's why everybody are so confident, and the response are so good, and developer increase price many times. It can't stop the buyer from booking a unit. Yeah, so if you are looking at all these land bid and which is going to launch in the 1 year time, in fact most of them are all near MRT. Right? So by selecting a property that are near MRT, is it good enough moving forwards? No. I think that's actually one important question that we have to think about it. Why? Why do I say that? Because government are in the process of trying to achieve by 2030, 8 in 10 households will live within a 10 minutes walking distance to a train station. So that's actually government target. So are we on target to achieve this or not? So I go to LTA website, I check out on what is their progress, and this is something that I found, right? We are now 64%, already achieved 64%, right? Up from 57% in 2012, right? And based on what we have now, all the MRT station line are under construction. So I'm very sure LTA government will be able to achieve their 80% target. So meaning by 2030, 80% of the condominium will be within 10 minutes walking distance to an MRT station. So if you want to remain competitiveness of your investment, by selecting one that is near MRT might not be good enough, because by then 80% of them will be having the same attribute like you, right? So what should we look out for, right? Who will benefit from this new MRT lines that government are building? Yeah, so that's actually a big question that we need to think about it, right? So over here, a Street Business Times article say, given that each property is a unique and non-movable assets, prices at choice location will be more resilient in an uncertain economy and will appreciate more than other assets when the economy pick up. Right, so by choosing a choice location, in fact, it's very important besides that you are near MRT, right? So this is something maybe we really want to think about it, because 2030 is almost another 9 years or 8.5 years from now, right? It will be very soon. And the same article actually said, while the premium of being near a station is likely to be moderated with more lines competing. Like what I say, 80% of the condo will be within 10 minutes walking distance, right? So if you want to be very competitive, then besides that you are near MRT, there must be other things that will make your condo be more competitive. It has to be stand out from the rest of the 80%, right? So over in this article, they share. It depends on how many stations is your investment, is your condo that are away from CBD. The nearest to CBD will have a better chance to preserve your property value after 2030, right? And if you are staying at the MRT, have an interchange that are near to you, then definitely you will have the added advantage, because that will actually enhance the connectivities of the tenants or of the future buyers, and that will make your investment stand out from the crowds. Yeah, so by buying a property near to MRT is one important factor. But if you moving forward, if you want to think further, you should actually try to find something that are also close to CBD. I think that will help to enhance your property value as well, right? And with that understanding, I'm going to bring you back to this particular map. Right, look at all the future 99 years launching, right? $2,000 is going to be a norm, right? 1 year from now. I think we've got no doubts about it. So today, if you are able to find a freehold property, right, they are selling even cheaper than the 1 year later 99 years price, and at a very, very super location, which is so close to CBD, then this particular investment might make sense for you to consider, right? So I want all of you to look out for this particular launch, which is going to happen in end of September, right? At a very good location. You can even walk from your home to CBD without taking a bus, right? And you are located in between two MRT stations, Mountbatten MRT station and Aljunied MRT station. It's about 500 over meters distant away, right? So this particular site, freehold, if the developer are selling at a reasonable price, it will be cheaper than the future 99 years OCR price. And this is located at RCR. You will see a lot of transformation upcoming in this particular region, and make this investment, I think, very, very sound, very safe, very low risk. Yeah, so this is one upcoming launch whereby I strongly believe you will receive very good response from investor, from homeowners and so on, because you are within 1 kilometer to two popular schools, primary schools as well. Yeah, so if you guys want to find out more information about this upcoming launch, freehold at City Fringe, do check out the link below. My contact number is here, right? You can always reach out to me. I will be more than happy to share with you more information about this upcoming launch. Or last but not least, don't miss out this particular launch and September freehold. Right, with this, my name is Jip Ng, PN News.